Imagine the pressure on a rugby team that stumbled out of the gates, dropping their first 9 games in France's elite top 14 league. It's a nightmare scenario that could doom any club's season. But Perpignan, the passionate Catalan side, is fighting back with a bold shakeup to their coaching lineup, bringing in none other than Joe Worsley, the celebrated England flanker from the 2003 Rugby World Cup triumph. If you're new to rugby, the top 14 is like the NFL of French rugby union. Intense, high-stakes matches drawing massive crowds and showcasing world-class talent. This move has fans buzzing. Could it be the spark they need to climb out of the relegation zone? Just 3 hours ago, news broke that after a dismal start, Perpignan has unveiled a revamped coaching staff aimed at turning their fortunes around. The club waved goodbye to head coach Franck Azema last week, following the earlier departures of assistants David Marty and Gérald Bastide about a month prior. These changes come at a critical time, as Perpignan trails their fellow bottom-dwellers Montauban by 6 crucial points on the table. For context, in a league as competitive as the top 14, every point counts, and falling behind early can feel like an uphill battle against gravity. Stepping into Azema's shoes is Laurent Labit, a proven winner who's lifted the top 14 trophy twice, once with Castres and again with Racing 92. Labit's experience in building championship squads makes him a smart pick for a team desperate for stability and results. And joining him is the star addition, Joe Worsley. If his name rings a bell, it's because he was a key player in England's unforgettable 2003 World Cup victory, known for his relentless defense and leadership on the field. Worsley isn't new to the French scene either. He's got a solid track record coaching at clubs like Bordeaux Beagles, Castres, and Brive, where he's honed his skills in the demanding top 14 environment. Worsley will serve as the defense coach, arriving alongside Labit, while Nicolas Nadau, fresh from his role as backs coach at Grenoble, takes on the same position at Perpignan's home ground, the Stade M. Gérald. This energetic trio will collaborate with the holdovers, forwards coach Mathieu Cidre, scrum expert Nicolas Mas, a former international prop who's seen it all in the front row, and kicking specialist Jacques-Louis Potgieter, who brings precision to the game's finer points like conversions and penalties. With a 3-week pause before the league action picks up again, this group has a window to gel and implement fresh strategies. Think of it as a mid-season reset button. But here's where it gets controversial. Is piling on big-name coaches mid-season a genius stroke or just a desperate gamble? Some fans argue it disrupts team chemistry, while others see it as the only way to inject urgency. And this is the part most people miss, the human side of these decisions, like the tough calls on sacking loyal staff. Looking ahead, Perpignan's next challenge is a home fixture against Montpellier on November 22nd at 16:35, a match that could be pivotal in their survival bid. All the stats and data from past games will be under the microscope as they push for redemption. In the meantime, if you're craving some rugby inspiration, check out the trailer for Tests of Time, Episode 1 on Rugby Pass TV. It dives deep into the epic 2023 Rugby World Cup quarterfinal clash between New Zealand and Ireland, one of those timeless battles that had fans on the edge of their seats. What made it so unforgettable? The episode breaks it down, exploring the drama, tactics, and sheer brilliance. Watch now and relive the magic. https://rugbypass.tv/video/87569 show interstitial == true. Note: this promo appears twice in the original update, emphasizing its excitement. Perpignan's president, François Riviere, addressed the supporters directly in a heartfelt letter, translated and adapted here for clarity. Dear friends, fans, and partners of USAP, he began. These last few weeks have been incredibly tough for our club, and I couldn't just stand by while we struggled. That's why, after our loss to Montauban, we made the hard choice to part ways with Franck Azema. It wasn't easy. Azema and I had forged a strong bond with the club over the years, and this decision weighed heavily on us all. We took time to explore various paths forward, carefully weighing options to create a stronger sporting structure that could breathe new life into our campaign. After thorough board discussions and my own recommendations, we've brought in Laurent Labit, Nicolas Nadau, and Joe Worsley to bolster our coaching team. They'll work hand in hand with Mathieu Cidre, Nicolas Mas, and Jacques-Louis Potgieter. My goal is to equip the club with every tool and bit of expertise we can muster so we can unite and reverse our slide. In the days ahead, we'll also welcome 1 or 2 new players to cover our injury woes, adding depth to the squad. Let's rally behind the staff and players with unwavering support to secure our place in the top 14 and chase greater achievements. Visca Uzap. Riviere's words capture the raw emotion of rugby club leadership, balancing tough love with optimism. To expand a bit for those dipping their toes into rugby management, hiring mid-season often involves quick adaptations, like how Labit's attacking flair from past titles might mesh with Worsley's defensive grit. For example, Castres under Labit thrived on structured plays, while Worsley's England days emphasized breakdown battles. Could this blend be Perpignan's secret weapon? Now, over to you. Do you think roping in World Cup winners like Worsley will save Perpignan, or is it too little too late in a cutthroat league like the top 14? And what's your take on frequent coaching changes, revitalizing or destabilizing? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear if your team turn around or skeptical about the shakeup.